welcome to Lunchtime News here on NCD Sports. You're here with me, Natasha Disanaika. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Accepting of nominations for the Western and Southern Provincial Council poll to commence from the 30th of this month. Minor staff of hospitals engaged in protests. Patients are seriously inconvenienced. 40 families affected by the inclement weather. Protesters leader Sitap Thangsuban rejects Thai government's decision to stick with the February 2nd election. Now moving on to your stories in detail, the Election Secretariat notes that the accepting of nominations for the Western and Southern Provincial Council polls will commence on the 30th of this month. The accepting of nominations will close on the 6th of February at 12 noon. Deputy Elections Commissioner M.M. Mohammed said that independent groups should deposit bonds before noon on the 5th of February. He also said that Elections Commissioner Mahinda Deshapriya had approved the communique calling for nominations. The Department of Meteorology forecast rainfall for the north, north central and eastern provinces over the next few hours. The department went on to say that the rains will be accompanied by strong gusts of winds. Meanwhile, the Disaster Management Centre said that over 40 families have been affected in the Polonnaruwa district as a result of heavy rains.
The Polonnaruwa district was the most affected by the heavy rains. The Department of Meteorology says that the Polonnaruwa district received a rainfall of 141.1 millimeters yesterday. Flash floods in Aralagangville resulted in many houses in the area being inundated. According to our correspondent, the floodwaters in the area are receding. However, several farmlands in Polonnaruwa remain inundated. All 10 spill gates of the Parakrama Samudra have been opened by 1.5 feet each. Our correspondent in the area said that 1,200 cubic feet of water is being released to the Mahadevi River per second. The Anuradhapura district had received a rainfall of 82.3 millimeters yesterday. The heavy downpour had resulted in the rise of the water level at the Malvatoya and also the flooding of a by-road that leads to the Anuradhapura holy city. Our correspondent said that if the water levels of the Malvatoya continue to rise, houses on either side of its banks will be inundated. Heavy rains also forced for 2 spill gates of the Rajangane reservoir to be opened. Assistant Director of the Disaster Management Centre, Pradeep Kodipilli, speaking to Newsfirst, said that the rainfall in Batticaloa district had affected normal life.
Due to heavy rains experienced during the past few days, there's a possibility that the Maduru Oya in the Batticaloa district may overflow. We have taken the necessary steps to evacuate area residents in the southern and central parts. 15 houses in Ampara affected by rains since yesterday. We are keeping a close watch into this situation and our department is in the process of obtaining information on the displaced individuals.
The minor staff of several hospitals commenced a strike this morning, citing several demands, including the non-payment of salary arrears. The All Ireland Health Services Union said that the strike action took place at the Cancer Hospital, Castle Hospital and Soisa Women's Hospital.
The minor staff of several hospitals abstained from their work from 8 am to 12 pm. The All Ireland Health Services Union said that this strike action was launched citing 9 demands. Among these demands were the immediate payment of salary anomalies according to the 2006 circular, limiting night duty to 1 night a week, abolishment of overtime and issuing permanent appointments to all contract-based staff. The duties of several hospitals were severely hampered due to the strike action by the minor staff.
Now, the Politburo member of the JVP, K.D. Lalkantha, says that the aim of today's government is to earn money. He made this statement in a mass rally in Himbutana, Kolanavar.
The main aim of the present government is to earn money. It is these very same politicians who are destroying this country. They take whatever they can to earn more. They exploit every measure possible, may it be drugs, illegal alcohol, ethanol, prostitution or betting centres. Earlier people who dealt in such industries were outside parliament. Now they are in it.
Coming up later on the news. The Central Environmental Authority says 40% of the polythene which is imported to the country is being recycled.
Chairman of the authority, Vimal Rubasinghe, said that their aim is to increase this percentage and minimize the amount of polythene that mixes with the soil. He further said that a new factory to recycle polythene will be opened in Anuradhapura tomorrow. Speaking further, the chairman said that it has been planned to open such polythene recycling factories in Kaduwala, Ampara and Matara.
Taking a look at one of your local stories now, the Government Midwife Service Union has commenced a demonstration against the inclusion of the labour room training in the nursing service. Now, the demonstration is currently on its way from the Ministry of Health to the Presidential Secretariat. You're now witnessing visuals of the protest march. You're now witnessing latest visuals we are receiving through live digi technology of the protest march of the Government Midwife Service Union, which commenced a demonstration earlier today against the inclusion of the labour room training in the nursing service. In sports news now, right-arm off-spinner Dilruwan Pereira made his test debut in the third test match against Pakistan that commenced today. Speaking to Sports First, Michael De Souza said that Dilruwan Pereira will be replacing Nuwan Pradeep. Sri Lanka incidentally won the toss of the third test against Pakistan in Sharjah and decided to take the first lease off the wicket. A short while ago, Sri Lanka were 31 runs for no loss in 13 overs.
Yes, but one thing I find is that the straight or no balls that is given in the practice session to the no balls or just have a free run.
Well, he's got 400 plus wickets. It's Muhammad Akram.
We wrap up this edition of Lunchtime News. We leave you with this breathtaking footage. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Natasha Dissanayake.
The hungry duo spent 45 minutes stalking their prey in the Kruger National Park, South Africa. But after bringing down the defenceless buffalo, one lion left itself open to a surprise attack. The astonishing moment was captured by 52-year-old Ian Matheson and his 16-year-old son, Oliver, during an early morning safari.